Omar, there has been an awful lot of chatter when it comes to the Yankees. Lately, last night, they acquired Alex Verdugo. Their name has been connected a lot, obviously, with Juan Soto. You've sat in that GM chair before. What are days like this like when you're trying to finish a deal?
Well, they're exciting. You're tired. You start early in the morning. You make sure you try to get your workout in. But you pretty much start about 8 o'clock in the morning in the room, and then you go all the way till whatever. There is no time frame. There is no closure as far as the night. But you build up to get here. What you do is, I know Cash and all of us and Fish, we all kind of make sure that we do our homework before we come here. And when you bring everybody together, one thing that I've noticed over the years is something special, something just kind of all comes together. And that's how we ended up getting the Verdugo deal done. This is something that we had talked about back in the All-Star during the trading deadline, actually. And it comes together today.
What makes him such a good fit for this team?
Well, first of all, he's a left-handed bat, and I think Cash has been very open about we need a left-handed bat. Two, I believe that he's a guy that plus defender, and we like plus defense. He's a gamer. He plays in the American League East. He's one of those guys that has a little bit of an edge, and I can speak as a general manager in New York. You want guys to have a little bit of an edge, a little bit to be able to handle New York. He's handled Boston, and I think he's going to be able to handle New York. You
mentioned that edge. Alex Cora did discipline him a couple times during this season. When the conversations were had about Verdugo in that room, why was that aspect of it not necessarily a problem or something that concerned you guys?
Well, listen, competitive players, there will be sometimes disagreement with whether it's managers and stuff like that. Listen, when you have an edge, when you're a player of that, when we did our study, when we looked around some of the issues that were there, it was more competition issues that we felt that, hey, look, this guy's a competitor. And we checked in with other players, we checked in with teammates, and he's a competitor. And when you're a competitor, sometimes you may have disagreements, but we love competitors. He's a competitor.
Can you describe the feeling in that room when a deal does get completed? Because I know you guys work so long and hard just to get to that point.
Yeah, so it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling because you feel like you got closure on this, but you never stop. The moment that closes, you're always talking about, okay, let's move on to the next one. How do we move on to the next one? There's just, especially in this environment and this time frame, because there is a limited time frame. We got here Sunday. We're probably going to be leaving tomorrow. So it's a short window to go on to the next one. So you have a board, and the board is all over the place. When you close it, you feel good about it. But let's be honest, we have a long way to go. We're in November, and we still have a lot of things to do to improve our team.
So much has been mentioned about potential match with Juan Soto, another guy that has been mentioned, the Yankees connected to Yamamoto. Now, I know you were in Japan watching him firsthand. What were you looking for when you were there? What exactly were you keyed in on when it came to him?
Well, first of all, I've been scouting for many years now, close to my 40th year, and been to Japan many years, early on, even in the normal years before he came out. So I have an idea of what a Japanese pitcher, what to expect. That being said, what you look for is, first of all, here's a guy with that's 25 years old. You look, how he does it, velocity, all these kind of things, but really more he competed. And that day, it was unbelievable. Here we are, Brian Castro and myself right behind home plate. And you got to understand, in Japan, they usually don't put scouts right behind home plate. They put us right behind home plate, and he did a pretty good job. He threw a no-hitter. So, he's back to another young, athletic competitor. And I think he's going to do fine for himself.
Does that tell you a little something about his personality and what he can do in big moments? Obviously, he knows you guys are sitting behind there.
I believe that, exactly. Yeah. Those little detailed things that a guy does in a performance like that, in that moment, having the Yankees general manager and one of his assistants next to him, and he goes out there and pitches a no-hitter. I laughed because when he walked off the mound, I told Cash, I said, he looked at you and said, okay, you got to have to pay me.
Yeah, right, exactly. You see that? You see that? Pay me already.
You went like, hey, you got to pay me now.
Now, you had mentioned earlier, you guys still have a lot of work to do before the season starts. In your mind, what exactly needs to get done to make this team better than a year ago?
Well, we have to improve the team in all areas. I think there's not an area, I believe that we have to work at different. Look, I think when you look at what happened last year, listen, yes, we had injuries. We were 4 games out of the playoffs. So, okay. But that being said, we have to, for me, I think offensively, we have to improve the team. I think that's one. We have to improve the team pitching. I don't think that there's an area that we do not have to improve the team. I think when you think that way, you set your standards low. So we are working, but there's no doubt. I think Cat's been in a record that we definitely want to be able to get a little bit more left-handed. We want to be able to play better defense, and we want to be able to get probably front line starting pitching. But how we get to that, and we are in December, early December. We have a long way to get there, and I think that we're working towards that. And I think we will going to be able, for the Yankee fan, that great fan base that we've had in New York for many, many years, but not even New York. The Yankees it's a global brand. When the Yankees are global, I think they're going to be pleased by when we get to spring training, the team that's going to be put out there.
Now, we're going to take our baseball hat off for a second. I'm going to ask you to put your dad hat on for a second.
Right.
Your son, Justin, plays in the NBA for the Trailblazers. How much are you out there watching games? How much are you tuning in to watch? You must be so proud.
I am very proud. I am very proud. I'm very proud of him. I'm proud of his mother, because his mother was the one out there and when he was shooting on the driveway, rebounding in the heat, in the snow, in the cold. But we're very proud of him, and we're proud of him because, he achieved the goal, and he's in the league. Like I told him, once you get to the league, they can't take that away from you. You made it, and now he's got to not only make it, he's got to and get better. But he will. We're very confident. Chauncey Billups has been great with him, and the whole Portland organization has been great with him.
How old was he when he beat you on one-on-one for the first time?
You know what? I used to always let him beat me, because he used to get so mad when he lost.
That's funny.
And actually, my wife would never let him beat him. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
I was one of those fathers that I would let him beat me, because if he didn't beat me, it was a war. It was like he would get so mad. I was one of those fathers.
Well, whatever you did, it seemed to have worked. Omar, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the offseason.
All right. Thank you very much.